Good afternoon, it's Rachel here, and we are doing Whatever Wednesday, but we're doing it on Thursday because I had lovely Sheridan staying here for a few days and we had a blast. So I'm a bit late with my video, as I mentioned I might be. Now, it's going to be a fly by the seat of your pants video, and I may need to do 2 sessions, maybe not 1, maybe I'll finish it next week. So I have this piece of wool here. I can give you dimensions if you like. That might be helpful. It's, oh my gosh, I'm sitting on my legs. I better hop down. They're going to fall asleep. So 10.5 inches by 4.5 inches for anyone who wants measurements. It's just a leftover piece of Steffi's grandparents' wool. And I'm going to make some cute little pouchy, baggy things. I've got another one here. That one's about the same, I think. Anyway, and then I have this bit that could all go that way. It ends up being the same, doesn't it? I could have it going that way. Anyway, we'll see what I'm going to do. So I've got my scraps, the pile of scraps here, and I do think this is lovely and could just simply go on there without too much effort, couldn't it? So that's how I measure. I was having a giggle about it with Sheridan. Okay, so we're going to put that on there, pin it, and then cut it. Let's see. Now, doesn't matter if that's upside down, because I'm going to put something else on there. And I will add some other fabrics too. I'm not quite sure. I'm working this out as I go, guys. So just bear with me. It's going to be a cute little drawstring bag, but do I want to? I don't think I want to have it on the wool because it's going to be hard to gather. So no, we're not going to have it on the wool. We're going to do it out, but without. But I like that dimension. So what do I have here? I have a piece of just a piece of linen. It's just a vintage linen. I think I'm going to attach it onto there. That's going to be my substrate. I've changed my mind in a flash. So I'll grab some more. And that's just from a vintage tablecloth. It's nothing old or special. And I keep them when they're a nice texture because sometimes I think I'm going to colour them, dye them. Or I'm just going to use them for this sort of thing. So I'm going to put that on there. That's a bit of thickness, and I don't even need to line it then with that. Grab some more pins. So what we'll do is do the collaging of a few. This can be a smaller one, maybe not quite that tall. Take a bit off and see. I'll put oh, that doesn't rip that way. I'll have a few on the go. Don't need to keep that. Yes, that's going to be a smaller one. I've seen these on Pinterest. Really cute little, I thought I might use this too. Really cute little drawstring pouches. I'll just cut it a bit bigger. And pin that there. Just a fun little project to use up your scraps. So no wool. I don't want it to be too thick. Unless I was making it like a vessel, in which case I would maybe want it to be able to stand up. This is cotton, that's linen. I liked this with that. So let's see if I can get there. I'll just tear it about that width. Yeah. About there. And I might tear this here. I'm going to put it facing this way because it's got writing. So when I fold that up, that's going to should I have that overlapping that? That's going to be up the right way. I think I should overlap them a bit more. Okay. Okay, I'm hopping off my legs. It's getting painful. So on one side, this one is going to be like that, and I'm going to add something else. And on this side, we need to add something else. So let's have a look what's flying around here. Oh, maybe we'll have that there. Okay, so I need to cut it about there. Okay, that's going to go on there. Tuck that under there. So mine are quite a different look. The ones that I saw on Pinterest were sort of done with, I think, a lot of old Japanese sort of fabrics. Okay, so that's like that. And then what else can we add to this? Oh, I wanted to do something with that. That's left over from the Easter fabrics too. That could already be one side. I thought that can be one as well, so I'll need to put a substrate under there, but I don't know if I've got anything near me except for wool, and I've decided I'm not putting them on wool. I thought these might make a nice little pouch too. So if that folds up, let's just see the dimension. Would be really cute. Or maybe I could make a slightly bigger one with that. Let's make a bigger one too. I'm going to have multiple on the go, so we're going to have to do 2 weeks of this. This is one of my favorite pages. Isn't that funny? It's just a background page, but it's one of my favorites. Okay. It'd be good if I had a rotary cutter in here, wouldn't it? And just trim those off properly. Okay, so I won't put their substrates on these ones yet because I don't have it here, but I can still have a play around and see what they're going to look like. Okay, so this one is like this. This one we need to fold this up. So that's going to be one side of the little pouch, and this is going to be the other side. And here we can have whatever we like. Probably, that's a tilde, that's nice, but I don't want to go all blue. Oh, that's pretty. Could that go there? No, it's sideways. Oh, that's what I like. Okay, let's cut this out. See how you keep all your scraps. The scraps are very important and really fun to play with. And you don't have any shame in cutting into them because they're scraps. Okay, when we've worked these out, I'm going to just do the invisible stitch, which you guys have seen before. And I'll stitch them all on, and then I'll do that off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll play further. So those two are ready to go. This one I need to get a a substrate for it. And then what was the other one? I wanted to do something with that, and I wanted to do a big one. Where did I throw it? Here. So I need to go and get something to put that on. See, we're going to make a drawstring bag. So I want to grab another fabric for that one, and so that way it can have a bit of strength, I think. So I'll go and do that. Let me have a look at this and see what is this going to have on the other side. So that could be a little bag, or will I make it bigger? Maybe I'll make it bigger. That's a soft wool. It's going to struggle together. Should we try one? It's going to be really chunky. No, I don't want them so chunky. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. So I just went out onto the terrace. I had just put all these random linens. Isn't that nice with that edging? See, that could be one. Okay, I keep these outside. I don't throw them out when I've taken the embroideries. I don't throw them out because they're nice linens. Just going to cut that a bit better. And this one is going to go on here. So I need to cut it down. I need to cut it about there. Let's pin this on here. So this is my base. These would be cute little gifts for people. And then we need to work on this bit here. So that's going to go, always checking, that's just going to go like that, which is good. I'm going to put this piece on. There, maybe under. Under that. I love having pieces like this that I can just use as a base, and I don't have to think about the shape as much because I've got just this piece already cut out. Now what will we put there? This is a very old Tilda fabric. I don't think I want that one. Don't want anything so bright. This is a piece of old mattress ticking that I have left over. Oh, I quite like that. So we'll pin that. Here. I'll trim off the excess afterwards. So one side is looking like this for the moment and the other side is going to be like that. So that's that one. And then we need to do something with this one. I did bring in a big piece as well. Oh, here's a nice piece. It's very nice loose weave linen too, which is good, because that way it's and I want them to be all different sizes. I'm not giving dimensions because you will be using anything that you have that is left over as your base. It doesn't matter the dimension. So that's going to pin there. Okay, so this one we're going to work it on like sideways. Oh, I love that. We'll put that there. so pretty. So that's from the Easter Kits Packs 2. This is my antique French florals, and this one is Pretty Botanicals. That one is Field Notes and Pink Green. That one is from the Embroideries, and that one is from the Soft Blues. And that's Pretty Botanicals. And this is in my first ones that I released in the big, the one that there's a lot of different types of pages, and that's just the regular journal pages. Okay, so I'll put that there. What else will we have? No, I don't want that. Oh, almost worked. Not quite wide enough. Not quite wide enough, that one. I'll put that over there. Just eliminating the ones that aren't the right size. I used that one already. Not the right colour, I don't mind that. Let's see, tuck that under there and fold that over. So that would be like that. Not bad. That's an old Robin Pandolph. Nope, not the right colour. Won't use that. Nope. Now that's the same fabric as this one, however, it doesn't have that part on it. So you could choose a different section and you don't know that it's the same from the same fabric. Oh, look at this. We're looking at it upside down. I think that's it. So boy, do I make a mess when I make stuff. I've got stuff everywhere now, and I need it to overlap a bit, so I'm going to have to cut it about here. You probably haven't even figured out what I'm doing. I'm making little drawstring bags, but mini ones. Okay, that's going there. I think maybe I could have this like this and tuck that under there, because that's a bit plain there, and slide it over a bit because I don't want to cover that A up. Okay, let's see how we're going. And I might put something there, or I might trim that piece off. So this piece is going to be looking like this, there and there. And then we had to do this one. So I am going to stitch that onto there. I'm actually going to stitch that on and then trim around it properly. So I just do a rough trim now. When it's stitched, I can trim it off better. Right, so I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to invisible stitch. I don't know how many of them I'll get done. Maybe I'll do the big one or a couple of the small ones, and the other ones I'll do off camera for next week. I'll do that one and this one. We'll do these two today, and these I'll do during the week. So I'll be back in a second. So I'm back. It's been a while. It took a while. You know when you're running late and everything just takes that much longer. So this is one. So this one is going to look like this. And this is the other one. So we're making little drawstring pouches, just to reiterate, because maybe it wasn't clear before. And what I want to do is add some bits, and then I will do some embellishing bits, and I think I'm going to have to stitch them off camera, I think, because we won't get it all done today. It's going to be a bit of a process, and I don't want to rush. Oh, I quite like that there. So I'm going to start collaging the fabrics a little bit here and there and prepare them for some embellishing. So that's going to go like that, and then let's flip it over, and we need a little pop of colour on there. Oh, I'm itchy. Oh, I have some things in here. Let's see what's in these bags and laces. I don't want the same. What about so I had to stop, and I had some parcels to ship tomorrow, and then I realized it's a public holiday here tomorrow, so I won't, so the post office clearly won't be open, but I won't get there today. But I did the other ones, the bigger parcels, and prepared those, and Steph's gone to drop them off. I love those colors. I think I would like that to wrap around, so I'll just pin it there. And then here, let's look at this one, and the other ones I'll have to do for next week, because they've got too many prepared. Let's see what we have here. The one is, that's all embellishing sort of stuff. Don't want that. Could have a bit of that. Let's see what else we have here. Brown, no. Oh, I think I'll stitch that there. What about something on here? What about maybe a little bit of ticking? There. Oh, I love that. Now I could thread paint those. I don't think I will, because these are just going to be little simple pouches, so I don't think I will thread paint it, but oh, it could be done. Right, and you could cantha stitch the whole thing as well, but I just want to get cracking on it. So let me see what colour thread will I use, and I need to find a thread. Oh no, wait, we haven't done, well, I need to stitch those on first, so let's do those first. It's a nice colour. I might go round with that. It's a blunt one. It's a threader. It's the land of the threaders here. So I think I'll go round this with this. Very bright and cheery, isn't it? Hopefully the sun doesn't arrive here. It's a bit late in the afternoon. I'm normally done by now, but do my videos in the morning, but I didn't get a chance today. I think this is just an Appleton wool. I have no idea of the colour because I buy them quite often at the sewing basket, and they often don't have their numbers on them. I've got some little embellishing bits too here. I wanted to see if I could find a spot. Not my precious ones, because this is not the spot for the precious ones, but maybe something a little bit like these sort of, not this one, but these ones that go in, they're like the joiners. They put them in between the joins of the hemp. I don't know. I don't think those ones, but I've got a few in here that I can look at and see if I can put any of them on here. I sort of don't want to rush it, just for the sake of, you know, doing a fast video, if you know what I mean. It's a really nice thing to do with your scraps, I think. Oops, ow. I like this long one. I don't know what it is, but it's a nice one. And these Appleton wools go in it quite nicely. So you can finish these up in different ways. Like you could have a round bottom, but you could also square off the corners and do it that way as well without messing with a round bottom. So we'll just see how we want to finish them. But they're not at that point yet. So that's that. Now, I think I will use use this one. Love this color, and it changes color. Can I get that in there? I don't know. No. Okay, we'll use the other needle. Actually, first I think I'm going to stitch that ticking on. I think that would be better. Can't wait to see them finished. They'll be really cute. I have definitely not done them in the style of what I've been seeing. They're more hand-dyed fabrics or Japanese fabrics, more geometrical sort of patterns on them. I can't get away from the florals because I love them, and I love the jovial colors. Okay. Better put a knot in it. Now let's find, see, I don't know if I've got anything in here that I can use. Let's just see. So I love these things too. I think I would like to see, maybe I need another fabric there. Not that one. Oh. Yeah, that's it. So let's stitch that on. I just felt like it needed something else. And you could turn this into a fabric book cover, put it, you know, put it on a small book, whatever you like. But I'm making little drawstring bags. mini ones. And they're all just going to be hand stitched, no machine stitching. Trying to get round quickly. Loving the colours that are coming out of this. Nothing is ever as fast as I think. I think I'm going to always think I'm ambitious. I always think I can get so much done, and I don't, because actually everything takes quite a bit of time. Okay, so that's that. Do I want to put this somewhere? I don't want to cover that. I love all those colours. Let's just fold it over. No, maybe I don't want that one. I might like it on that one. Who knows? And I was going to use that colour. I've taken my piece off. Let's see where I'm going to use that. I'm going to cut that tail off because I kind of see how it's all broken off, and you don't want it to go all wrong in your piece. So oh, I think that's a special one. Oh, I like that. Is that the right way? Or that? It doesn't matter. So if you're going to follow along with this, I think prepare a few pieces, and then next week we'll be finishing off and making it up. Love how the colours change. Oh, pretty. Okay, getting there. So I'm just going to do a few little things to give ideas of embellishing, and then work on it, as I said, throughout the week until next Wednesday. Well, 6 days, because I was supposed to do this yesterday. Okay, so that's that. And ideas just come to me as I go along. Let me see if I can use this colour anywhere else to finish it off. I might. I'm just going to do a few rows of cantha stitch or running stitch here. It's a bit thick. This is where I've got quite a few layers. Just until I finish off my thread. Oh, I'm liking this. Sorry I'm so quiet. Sheridan. I'm pretty tired. I reckon Sheridan will be tired. She's done a very long journey back to the mountains, and then she's heading back to Oz tomorrow. And we had a lot of fun. It was just like I gas bagged a bit. I'm sorry, Sheridan, if I chewed your ear off, but I don't get to connect with, too many like-minded creating people. So it was a lot of fun. Well, I had fun anyway. Okay, a couple more stitches and then we're moving on. I like the unevenness of it all. I don't want my rows to all be the same length. That would be a little bit too matchy and perfect for me. Okay, did that, and now I need, which blue do I want? Navy. Oh my goodness, it's all the way down there. Now this is pretty rough, this roll. I reckon it's going to break. But what I would like to do is a little bit of little teeny tiny canvas stitches with it. I do think it'll probably break, but we'll give it a go because it's a bit knobby. It's probably better to be couched. It's meant for making socks and things and knitting. No, it's not going to be any good. I'll have to use that for something else. So I'll put that one away. And we will grab the Appleton wool. Look how my wonderful, thank you Christy, my wonderful winder turned my Appleton wool into this. Now can I find the start of it? Yes. Okay, and I want to do teeny little canvas stitches. So I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know, let's just see. So I'll start, I'm going to do it on these lighter bits. Okay, for example, let's see, let's start here. I want little stitches. So how am I going to get them? I'm going to go over on this side and go like this. That's it. I think I'll have smaller stitches on that side. Yep, look at that. That's how you get the small stitches on the front. Do the bigger stitches on the back and the smaller stitches on the front. Okay. Which way do I need to go? That way. Oh yes, I like that. So I'm going to jump over here. I don't think I want to do them too close, but I think that's all right. So this will take a while. And periodically I'll flip over so you can see how it's looking. So I'm working from the reverse side. There's something interesting and new. I'm not the person that invented that. Lots of people do this to get those messy and or smaller stitches on the other side. So I think what would be really cool is to work on, I'm even going to jump, oh no, I don't want a big stitch there. What you could do is just you could even make a big long strip where you randomly stitch, and I'll show you an example and I'll tell you from where I was doing that. And then you could cut it up and make little pouches out of it or things out of it. Because also if you did that, you'd get that element of surprise, like you don't know what you're going to get because you haven't planned it. It's just one big long thing that's then being cut up. There's a project. Yep, I'm going to shoot down there. So I'm going to do quite a bit of this, I think, so we won't be able to get all of that done. But we'll get a few rows done so we can see what it's looking like. Look at that. I love that. I'll probably come in and put a row here and here. And I'm just going to keep going there and all here and in there a little bit is what I'm going to do. And I don't know if I want to add lace. I thought I might like to add lace, but I don't know. I could add a bit there and then canter over it. I think I will. I think I'll stitch that on, and then when I'm cantering, doing this stitch, that'll get caught as well. Or maybe I could add it afterwards. I don't know. So that's what's going to happen, and let's see what it's going to see. It's going to look really cool. Still need to put a few rows in there, I think. And I just wanted to show you this piece that I've got. It's a bit of a, I haven't touched it for a while. So I've started, I haven't looked at it for. Mum taught me to roll things up like this and tie them with a string. So this is a piece that I was working on. I got Shelley Rhodes' course. Isn't it pretty? Shelley Rhodes' course on Fibre Arts Takes Two, and this is one of the things that she's encouraged us to do, and it's really fun, and I haven't touched it for a while, so I think I'll have a go at that. But imagine cutting that up and making gorgeous little drawstring bags out of it, and I might even do that. So there, that's what I meant by making something long, and this will probably continue to grow. But yes, I'm going to have a look at that and be inspired by all these little stitches and things that are happening to do these. So I'm going to work on these this week, I hope, and next week we might work a little bit on a small one or something, and then construct the little bags. I think they're going to be really cute, and that is going to attach there. So I'm going to continue working, and then next week we will construct the little bags. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.